No doubt. The Tea Party gets a bump after being targeted by the IRS. So is America, Laura, starting to realize that there could be something there, as the president said there wasn't? I mean, could it be that that's why? Remember when we were talking about, oh, the Tea Party, you know, it's really lost its surge in the last couple of years. Is that because nobody could ever become a Tea Party group?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think that, look, people have an innate sense of fairness, and it's, I told O'Reilly the other week, it's not left-right on this, it's right-wrong. And for groups to be singled out, intimidated, harassed, it looks like bullied. You know, the White House is big into anti-bullying, except when it comes to conservative groups. And so I think it strikes people as just deeply unfair, deeply unjust. And so it doesn't surprise me that the Tea Party is seeing some upsurge in its popularity and in its donations. I would caution my Tea Party friends about resting on kind of a victim status mentality. I don't think they're doing that, but I think they have to be very careful. They have to turn this moment into a step forward in policy and advocate for smart policy that really hits people in the gut and in the mind as well, right? They have to have great candidates. You can't have people making stupid comments about, you know, women and abortion.
Well, what's the best way forward here, Laura? What do you think the best way forward is? Everyone wants a special prosecutor. They want an independent investigation. What do you think is the most efficient way forward?
Well, I think a two-track. I think the Tea Party should continue their legal actions against the federal government for what happened, do discovery so we can really find out whose idea was this, whose idea was it to turn up the heat in the way they did against these Tea Party groups. And number two, Brian, I think that they should really use this opportunity to say, see, this is what we meant when we talked about the need to shrink the federal government, to starve the beast of power and money, because when they get too big, they get really unaccountable. And then we have people who are really, you know, malefactors in place who end up doing things like they did to us. And it could be us today. It could be you tomorrow. They have to use this as I hate the phrase teachable moment, but they really do have to use this as an opportunity to educate the public on why big government has to be rolled back. And that's the whole Tea Party mantra.
I think a lot of people suddenly are saying, what exactly are they doing in Washington? It wasn't what we thought. Laura, thank you very much.